Yvonne. Thank you so much. Let's bring in former executive director of the NRSC and Coin CEO and founder, Rob Collins. Rob, thank you so much for being back with us. The Wall Street Journal editorial summed it up like this: what is at stake if the Democrats remain in control of the Senate? Will the Supreme Court get younger conservative justices with Republicans in control, or will it be restructured to have 15 justices? How do you see these Republicans gaining in places like, well, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, and Wisconsin?
Well, what you've seen in the last 2 weeks is the issue matrix has solidly swung behind economy and inflation. Even liberal voters are saying that's their #1 issue, according to recent Senate Opportunity Fund polling. And the really amazing thing about that is it totally collapses the left's push on abortion and democracy. And that puts all the momentum with Trump. Trump is leading in 6 of the 7 key Senate races. And listen, if you're a Senate candidate right now, you're praying Trump wins your state, because his coattails will drag you over the finish line.
And to that point, so in places like Ohio, where Sherrod Brown is pulling ahead of Bernie Moreno, I have to believe if Trump wins by 8 or 10, that's going to be a third seat that Republicans take. Correct?
Correct. I mean, Ohio is slipping away from Senator Brown, and Moreno's had a great campaign. It's a Republican state, Republican governor. J.D. Vance obviously is from there. And, I predict, that Ohio is going to come in solidly for the Republican, including the Senate race there.
Well, Bob Casey looks so desperate, the incumbent Pennsylvania senator, that he's trying to cover up his left-wing liberal stance on particularly supporting biological men competing against girls in sport, claiming that his opponent, Dave McCormick, is lying about Casey's record. But that very record is quite clear, and it's right here. Let me quote from, this is a letter, I think it's from 2023. In a world, this is Bob Casey, in a world where transgender youth face a disproportionate risk of bullying, harassment, and violence, allowing transitioning youth to participate in athletics in their affirmed gender can provide enormous social and psychological benefits rather than stigmatizing vulnerable youth. I believe we can and should create inclusive and informed guidance that allows all students to flourish. Rob, he said that it was unfounded that there was any problem with males competing in female sport. And now he's trying to act like he didn't want to co-sponsor a very bill that allowed for this.
The Casey campaign has been trying to cozy up to Trump and try to move to the center for about the last 6 weeks. And it's not going to work with voters, and voters know that Casey's way too left for that state. Always has been, has really built a career based on his father's name recognition, and that's why McCormick is surging. He's closed really strongly. He's from Pittsburgh, and he's really pushing out the western side of the state. But if you look at Philly urban areas, early vote is down. The Harris campaign is in panic mode, parking her in there today. And the Casey campaign has been doing everything they can to run away from her.
All right, Rob, let's move to this, because word on the street is Kamala Harris is the candidate for American businesses, and Trump advance would bring owners to their knees. But if you ask the owners themselves, they have a totally different take. Watch this.
I'm hearing people are proud to break ranks and say they're going to vote for Trump. It's a novel thing. People aren't hiding it. And they wear that badge of honor, and they say, yeah, I'm Trump. I'm going to go for Trump. And he's going to run, the way he did last time. Somebody said that he's going to run the country like a business. He's not going to run it like this administration. He's not going to run it out of business. And that's what's happening.
So, Rob, you're the CEO and founder of Coin. It's a conservative credit card company giving some of the profits back to conservative businesses. Is this what you're seeing on the street, or what are you hearing?
I hear it all the time. Obviously, the coastal banking system is built to be left. It leans left. Corporate America leans left. And they call me and they say, oh, what does it mean if Trump wins? And I say the same thing all the time. It means you have a partner. Instead of someone handing you regulations and mandates, you have somebody that if you want to invest in America and create jobs in America, Call Trump. He's going to help you. How do we know? He did that as 4 years. Look at the companies that came back because of the tax policy. Look at the companies that created jobs, even foreign companies investing in America. The tax cuts. I mean, you want to know why there's a soft landing for Biden? It's because of what Trump's tax bill did in 2017. We're still reaping the dividends. And I always tell them, fear not. Trump is your friend. Invest in America. Invest, 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 and he'll be right there with you the whole time.
Rob, thank you so much for being here. We will speak to you very soon. I feel it. Rob Collins, thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
All right, take care.